Hey everyone, welcome back to Inkmattic, back here with another portfolio update. Today is episode 40 of the Trading 212 portfolio, and if you're new to the channel, I'll tell you how you can get 3 free stocks later in the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and help this channel get to 1,000 subs. Today we'll be talking about the overall performance of the past week, changes in the portfolio, stocks sold, positions increased, and upcoming dividends. Changes in the portfolio, stocks sold, positions increased, and upcoming dividends. If you haven't seen last week's video, the link is in the description or on this card above. I also want to just mention the new logo and a slight rebrand. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you prefer it? Is it an improvement over the previous one? I'd love to hear it. Leave a comment down below. But yeah, anyway, let's get into the portfolio update. Let's get started. So as you can see, the portfolio is now at £7,271.64. I've invested £7,634.16. I am down £362.52. That's 4.75%. Wow, that's just taken a huge tumble. To be fair, it's just been increasing. Markets have been diving further, including the pound getting a little bit stronger, which has also impacted some of my US returns. But that being said, I'm not too worried. I think in the long run we should see some of these stocks, or most of them, go up, which is what I'm hoping for. I've done a lot of changes in the portfolio this week, which we'll go through now, starting off with stocks that I've sold this week. So the first one is AMD. AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. With this one, I sold it. I think I sold it a little too early, to be honest. I sold it just before they released the earnings, and I thought, you know what? I'm not going to get too greedy. I think it is a good time to sell this stock. Anyway, since I've sold it, they have increased by a whole $7, which isn't ideal. I am expecting this to come down a little bit because it has, if we look on the 1 year, it has increased by 154%, which is insane growth in a year. Considering this company has been in business for a very long time. So with that said, I do think their price will come down. Not to say that I'm not going to invest in it in the future, but I'm waiting for it to come down for me to invest in it again. The reason why I sold it was for another reason. I do want to reduce the number of stocks in my position, and AMD, since I only had one share, it didn't really make sense to keep it. But I sold it at a profit. I sold it at like a 40% increase, so I'm really happy with that. I've made a good return on it. So that being said, that's the reason why it got removed from the portfolio, purely just to reduce the number of positions. I do think in the long run it will be really good, but since I only have one share, my returns would be limited anyway. Moving on to HSBC. HSBC, this one I actually sold at a loss, around a 40% loss. Isn't ideal. It has been tumbling. I sold them around £3.54 as an average. My average price was around £5.90, I believe. So I did lose about £50 in total on this stock, which isn't ideal. But I am extremely worried about HSBC because they are caught up between two in politics. Basically, they're stuck between China, Hong Kong and the UK. So since HSBC has a lot of investments in mainland China, they have to essentially agree with Beijing about human rights and stuff like that. So ethically, I don't think it's a stock that I want to hold. Obviously, if they say something different to whatever Beijing does, Beijing will probably just seize their assets and they will lose a lot of money. So for me, I feel like HSBC is in a sticky situation and I can't see it working out for them too well, to be honest. That's the main reason why I closed the position. Is I think they're in hot water right now, and I think things are only just going to get worse, to be honest. Moving on to the next stock, which is BAE Systems. BAE Systems, I did sell this a little too early as well because they did announce their dividend. BAE Systems, with BAE Systems, I sold them around 492. So I could have sold them at around £5.4 if I waited like literally about 10 minutes later. I could have sold it for that price, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I sold it because, again, I wanted to reduce the number of stocks that I had in my portfolio. I sold this at a loss as well. I think I sold it at a £4 loss overall, which isn't too much, but I wanted to invest it into another stock. So that being said, that's the reason why I sold it. In the long term, I do think BAE Systems is a great stock, and I do think it will go up to £6, but for now, I just wanted to reduce and condense the portfolio. That being said, I also sold Siemens. Siemens was another one that I sold purely for the same reasons. Siemens. So I sold this again for the same reason that I wanted to reduce the number of portfolios, but at the same time I wanted to invest it into something else. I did get, I was up about 14%, so I was really happy with that. So it did soften the blow with some of the other positions that I closed at a loss, like HSBC and BAE Systems. Moving on to that. So they are the stocks that I've sold. Overall, I've sold 4 stocks. 5 stocks actually this week. So I am reducing the number of positions held in this portfolio and hoping to get the existing ones having a bigger position essentially. So that's the goal for this, and I think I'm at a good number of stocks now. With that being said, I've also increased the positions in a few stocks. So for example, with Lloyd's, where's Lloyd's? So Lloyd's, they did drop to about 26p, and my average was around 40p. So I've basically increased my position in this. I've added an additional 250 shares of this stock to bring my average down. So now I have 1,250 shares. It's valued about £330. My returns at the moment is £158 and 89p. That's 32.47% in the red. My average price is at 39p. I know they did have huge losses due to COVID and bad loans for this period, but I think in the long run they should be alright. Like I said in my previous videos, this is a long-term stock for me. I will be holding this for a while, at least a minimum of 5 years, I think. So in that time, I should be expecting the company to go back to normal, operate as usual, and resume their dividends. But that being said, I am hoping that they do rise back to around 60p, essentially doubling what it is currently valued at. So that is a UK bank that I'm going long on, and be holding on to that for at least 5 to 10 years, and I won't be selling that. I'll be looking to increase my position when it is cheap. So at 26p, it is cheap, but I've got other stocks that I want to invest in that I like better at the moment. That being said, I've also increased my position in Telefonica. They did drop quite a bit this week, around €3.50. I increased my position by 5 shares this week at around €3.60. So I've got 30 shares. It's valued at £96.40. I'm down £47.37. That's 32.9% in the red. My average price is €5.54. Before I increased the additional 5 shares, I think I was around €5.90. So it has brought it down quite a bit, and I think that is good for me to just average down on this for now. They do pay quite a good dividend, but the share price isn't going too well, so it's worth noting on that. The other stock that I've increased my position in by another 5 shares is British Land. I did see an opportunity here this week. I did increase it by when the share price was around £3.60. I've got 75 shares now. I bought another 5 shares. So total value now is at £276 exactly. Wow. Returns at the moment is I'm down at £65.77. That's 19.24% in the red. My average price is at £4.55. And again, I'm hoping that this will prosper post-COVID, I'd say, post-lockdown. So I'm hoping in the long run, again, this will do really well. My aim for this stock is to get to 100 shares while it's still cheap. It's at £3.68. So potentially I might buy another 25 shares over the course of the month. But we'll see on that. Forgot to mention, I did sell Wirecard. I sold it. To be fair, but investing into Wirecard, that was a huge gamble, and that did wipe out at least £160 of my gains throughout the year, and which isn't ideal, but that was a lesson learned. I finally got rid of that last stock. I was hoping for it to increase a little bit, but then I got tired of waiting, so I just sold that and just got rid of it. So yeah, that's not ideal. A lesson learned for me is don't gamble. Just invest in solid companies. But yeah, that's it for my buys. Moving on to dividends. To be fair, with the dividend stocks that we're going to go through now, I have increased my position throughout the week on this. So the first one on the list is AT&T. AT&T, with this stock, let's go into history quickly. I just want to see how many I've purchased. So this week I've purchased 7 shares. So I've got a total of 9 now, and it's valued at £203.42. I'm down £4.85. That's 2.33%. My average price is at $29.74, which I think is a good price, to be honest. They are paying a dividend of 52 cents per share when they went ex-dividend. I believe I only had 1 share at that time. And that being said, they did go X on the 9th of July. They're paying a 52 cents per share on the 3rd of August. And I believe their annual yield at the moment is 7.04%. I'm not sure about you guys, but does that tempt you into buying AT&T as it's below $30? I'd be interested to know your thoughts, if you would invest into it. If not, then why? I'd be interested. I think it's good to know what you guys think. Moving on to the next stock that I've purchased and is also paying a dividend, which is Energy Transfer. With Energy Transfer, I have been increasing my position a lot on this stock. Energy Transfer. So here we go, Energy Transfer. So with Energy Transfer, they are expected to pay a dividend of 30 cents per share. Ex-dividend is on the 6th of August. Payday is 19th of August. Yeah, that's 19th of August. And the current annual yield is 18.29%, which is insane. I'm not expecting them to keep that, to be honest. I think they will probably cut that, the next quarter, I guess. I do think that they will cut their dividend because it is extremely high, and I don't think that is sustainable. But that being said, I've got 160 shares now, with a value of £798.33. My average price is at $6.79. So with that said, I have purchased quite a bit over the last few weeks, and it has increased quite a lot. I am expecting them to pay, I think, around $48 per quarter if they do keep their dividend at 30 cents per share, which is good. Obviously, you've got to factor in the US withholding tax of 15%. So obviously, that's going to reduce it a little bit anyway. So probably I'll be expecting around $40. So it's not too bad, but I think that's a nice annual dividend for me to keep. What do you guys think of Energy Transfer? I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Is that something that you have in your portfolio? And if you do, why? Why did you include it? Leave a comment down below and share your thoughts. Don't forget to like this video and help this video get to 50 likes and help the YouTube algorithm to show this video to more people. I'd really appreciate it. Moving on to the next stock that I've increased my position, which is Realty Income. With Realty Income, I've been increasing my position in this. I've got 6.5 shares now, valued at £298. I'm up £2.06. That's 0.7%. My average price is at $58.02. So with that said, they are actually current yield at the moment. The current annual yield at the moment is at 4.62%, which I think is a decent amount considering they will be paying a monthly dividend of 23 cents per share. With that, you have to bear in mind there is a 15% withholding tax, so that number will probably be about 20 cents. So it isn't too bad. I am looking to increase my position in this, and I do want to get to around 10 shares just because I'm a little bit OCD and some of the stocks that I really want them to get to a round number. So that being said, I am pretty long on Realty Income now, and I think it's a good price compared to what it was pre-COVID, which was around $79-80. I do think they are going to be hit quite hard if the COVID spikes and the cases are increasing. They will hit and they will be hit hard, I think, in the short to medium run. But once we get past this post-COVID phase, we should see Realty Income prosper as well. Let me know what you guys think about this stock. I'd be interested to know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in getting 3 free stocks, you can do so by signing up to Freetrade and Stake, which is ink.yt/Freetrade or Stake, depending on which one you want to sign up to, and you'll get a free share when you deposit £1. And if you're interested in trying out Stake, you can also use my referral link, which is ink.yt/Stake. That's STAKE. And if you deposit £50, you get a free share in either Night GoPro and Dropbox. But yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Have you increased your positions, any of the stocks that I've talked about today, or have you are you expecting any dividends next week or next month? I'd be interested to know what stocks that you are quite big on for dividends. Leave a comment down below, and see you in the next one.